Hey guys, welcome to Let's Talk episode 4.
But if you want, can we try again? Try again. Oh yeah.
So how is everyone's day going? My day is going really good. This is like one of the best days I've had in a hot minute. So I asked you guys to ask me juicy questions this time. So I'm definitely curious what you guys consider juicy. So let's get into it. What actually happened between you and Destiny and Dana? I wish I had some tea. I have repeatedly said this, that our friendship just kind of drifted. We kind of grew apart in a way. There's no like ill thoughts or like bad blood or anything like that, at least not from my end. What will you do when your channel eventually stops being put through algorithm? Are you making any plans / arrangements for when you can no longer depend on YouTube as your livelihood? So being a YouTuber, I know a lot of other YouTubers feel the same way as what I'm saying because I have talked to several YouTubers about this. It's an insulting question, but it's also like we understand in a way. I'm just gonna speak for myself. You can ask that same question to someone working at McDonald's, like, hey, what if this don't work out? Or a bus driver, hey, what if this don't work out? Or even a lawyer at a certain law firm, like, what if that company just goes bankrupt or like the company just ends? You could literally ask this to anyone, but it seems like as a YouTuber, I get this question like constantly. But when I was a PCA worker or when I did data entry, I worked at a Boys and Girls Club at one point, like I never got the question of, so what are you gonna do when this falls through? Every job can fall through. Every career, unfortunately, can fall through. So to the people asking me that question, I could also ask you the same question. The job you're currently doing, what's gonna happen if that falls through? Do you have any B plans? I feel like for the most part, when people have a job, they kind of put their energy into that job. They don't think about, oh my God, what if this ends? Now I gotta figure out where am I going to put applications to next? Unless they're actively wanting to change careers or jobs or whatever it may be. But in this circumstance, I'm focusing on YouTube. I'm not focusing on 10 years down the line or 5 years down the line. Juicy question. If Destiny didn't break up with you, would you still be with her? Hell, if Crystal didn't break up with you, would you still be with her? Honestly, no. I definitely wouldn't be with either of them. I mean, as I sit here now, obviously I can find characteristics or situations where I know they're not the one for me. And I'm sure I would have discovered that eventually. Like where I am in my life right now is just so wonderful that I am beyond grateful for all of the past heartbreaks I've had. It's like all those heartbreaks is what led me to the person that I love today. And it's just like a really great feeling that like I thoroughly am in love with this person, and it's like they feel the exact same way towards me. And I don't know if I've ever truly felt that type of love. Your personality doesn't seem organic. You seem to absorb other people's traits, likes, and hobbies and go hard with it until something new comes into your life. You appear to change with the tide. So not true. And the reason why I know this isn't true is because being friends with Eric, Ricky, and Becky, even being in a relationship with Becky for almost 5 years, like we're complete opposites. Eric and Ricky's hobbies and likes are completely different from mine. If you knew me in real life or knew the people in my life, they would definitely tell you that I'm not a chameleon. I stand for my opinions, I stand for my hobbies, my likes, my dislikes, and I wouldn't change that for anybody. I know a lot of people have said like, oh my God, you're changing so much, blah, blah, blah. Like who's this new Amber Lynn? I just feel like I'm finally able to find myself when I have been so trapped. Like I just literally feel like I've been so trapped. It's almost like I found the key to the cage and I'm letting myself out. The person who I was 8 years ago isn't gonna be the same as I am now, and sometimes like the person who I was even 3 months ago is going to be different because you grow, you change, you experience new things, learn new things. And what I love about life is like you're constantly discovering yourself. Does being alone scare you? If the answer is no, how can you justify your constant relationships? Are you trying to fill a void? No hate, I understand how it feels to be scared to be alone. The constant relationships, I think it's all coincidental. It just always seems like it works out that way. But I do like to share my life with someone. I would prefer to be in a relationship over being single, but I don't just like get into relationships so I don't have to be alone. Absolutely not. Do you wax or shave your okay, so this is a juicy question. Do I answer this? Let's just say Let's just say I don't have a lot of hair down there, okay? Moving on. If your new girlfriend really is local, then why were you alone the whole Thanksgiving weekend? She was with her family for the weekend and I was invited, which, oh my God, that made me feel really good, honestly. But due to my size, I personally just did not think that I wanted to travel that far. So I'm hoping like next year I can actually do it. Do you think the removal of YouTube dislikes showing on videos will affect your channel positively, negatively, or not at all? I think it's gonna be a bittersweet moment. I know there are a lot of people who like to click on my video just to dislike it, which is like such a power trip. It's like almost creepy. So it's gonna be nice. Like these power trips are gonna like happen less, so that's gonna be pretty cool. Then it's also bittersweet because YouTubers honestly like the thumbs up and the dislike because it adds engagement. Can you give us an update on your relationship with your mom and brother? I always love hearing about this. My relationship with my mom has never been better. I literally consider her my best friend. Like, she is the only person that I have ever in my life have like looked up to as a role model. And this only recently happened within the last couple years. Like, just the woman that she is now versus when I was a child is astonishing. Like, I almost wish she would write a book. Like, honestly, it's just like, her story and her word could be so powerful to so many people out there who have struggled with drug addiction. The woman she is now, without a doubt, 95% of you would look up to her and her story. As for my brother, I actually have, okay, this is confusing sometimes for some people. So I have 3 little brothers. One of them was in my life my whole life. 2 of them were in closed adoption. But one of the 2 that are in closed adoption found us this year or last year. So I also have a relationship with him. So out of my 3 brothers, I talk to 2 of them. And every day I feel like my relationship with them is growing. Like literally just today, all 3 of us, me and my 2 brothers, we were on video chat together, which was honestly amazing. Like I love how we find similarities with one another. We like all live these like separate different lives and we share that. And we do a lot of laughing and joking. And honestly, like I would die if I ever got to see both of them in person at the exact same time. I would literally die. What did I just read? Someone said, if you were a man and hired to be a caregiver and then dated them, would you be out of prison by now? What? What do you look for romantically when you're in a relationship? What love language do you respond most to? Affection and words, without a doubt. Like, I want lots of affection and I don't want it to be like forced. I want to seriously feel like we have that chemistry. Like, I love when someone doesn't want to keep their hands off of me. I'm just like being honest. Because 9 times out of 10, if you don't want to keep your hands off of me, I also don't want to keep my hands off of you. So, and I love to just constantly be told that I'm loved. Like, I love you, or you look beautiful, or just like, I can't wait to marry you. Like, I'm just very like, I'm cheesy. I really am. So give me all the cheese. Who's your favorite Amberlynn Reed reactor and who's your least favorite? Least favorite, super easy, Charlie Gold. And if I have to explain why, then I just ain't got the time. I ain't got the time. And my favorite used to be Alex is Shook until in one of his recent videos, he said that he hates that he was associated with me in one of my recent Let's Talk videos. So you know what? I just won't talk about him anymore. Like, he genuinely hurt my feelings. Like, he associates his channel with me. Like, his whole channel is of me. And then I say one thing about him and he just didn't like it. And I was just like, I don't know. It just made me sad because I genuinely liked him. But I'm still gonna consider him my favorite because he's like the most peaceful to watch. Do you think you show the most authentic version of yourself online? The whole Christmas tree thing in your last vlog was what prompted it. That felt disingenuous and kind of pre-planned. You know what's really funny about that is I thought literally the same thing because I have never filmed myself going to get my Uber Eats order, and then the one time I do, there's a big ass Christmas tree outside my door. Like, while I was editing it, I was like, oh my God, people are gonna think this is so fake. But I promise you that was just like perfect timing. But to answer your question, no, I'm actually not my most authentic true self on camera. I think that tends to be kind of hard because I am just like sitting here literally talking to a device. It's like, I know there are thousands of people watching me, but it's not the same compared to like if you get to know me as like a person and not just as a YouTuber. What pushed you to finally take your weight gain / loss seriously? Why now and not after the whole cancer ordeal? Whether you're a food addict, drug addict, alcoholic, you only will change when you actually want to change. Honestly, me getting diagnosed with cancer, like I was losing weight around that time, as you guys know. So I thought I was doing the thing. I was like, oh my God, I'm losing weight. I'm like bettering myself, especially for surgery because I had to get the full hysterectomy. So I thought I was doing the damn thing. But then after I had the hysterectomy, I gained almost like, what was it? 90 pounds. I'm probably off a little bit. That's when I realized, was I only losing weight because I had cancer? Like, I truly don't know if that's the answer, but I think that the cancer thing put me in a weird headspace and, you know, I got really depressed. Like, you guys saw this. It was like I just kept getting more depressed, more closed off. And in return, I just ate my feelings. But it's like now that I'm in a relationship where I'm supported in a way that I never have been before, and I'm like actually thoroughly happy. Like, this is what happiness feels like. It's like I have no reason to turn to food like I used to. Don't get me wrong, I have my cheat days and my weak moments, but it's like there's a future. There's a freaking future out there. I'm so tired of being trapped in this damn body, y'all. Like, I am over it, like literally over it. Like, I'm gonna use a little bit of a metaphor here. Before I started taking this weight loss seriously and before like I realized, wow, this is what happiness feels like, I kind of felt like I was in a field of grass that was like 3 times the height that I was, with just fog, like thick ass fog for miles. Like, it's just grass and fog for miles, and I'm just standing in the middle of it. And that's all I knew. No matter where I moved, no matter what I looked at, it was just grass and fog. Like, I couldn't see past that. And in the last few months, even if it was a person that made me realize that my life is worth it, my life is worth to be fixed, and that's for the lack of a better word. It's like the fog slowly started leaving. The grass slowly started getting shorter, and I was able to see over the grass, step over it. I didn't have to worry about the fog anymore. Now I could see a city, I could see sunsets. Like, the fog got lifted, and I see more than what I've ever seen before, and I'm just tired of being trapped in a body of someone I'm not when there's so much I want to do in the future. And the biggest thing for me is like, I don't want to die young. This is really, really sad, but like, I've never wanted to live this much in my whole life. Moving on. How many calories was your biggest binge? I don't know. I've only counted calories a couple times in my life during a binge. It was never during like my worst one, but I want to say easily maybe like 4,000. Do you really not see how toxic and mentally unstable Chantel is? I do not think Chantel is toxic in any sort of way. Like, I thoroughly do not get that vibe from her. We talk outside of YouTube, and I still have never got that vibe from her. She's always been super sweet to me, and I do watch her live streams. I don't watch all of them. I wish I did. And she comes off as a very funny and cute person. I can't be the judge if someone's mentally unstable. Chantel has been very honest lately about her mental health and where she's at with her mental health. And I just hate that people like call her mentally unstable, and people forget that Chantel's like a person. This isn't a character online. This is a literal person confiding in her audience, and I just don't think it's okay that we call her mentally unstable. That's not up to us to say that. Chantel is clearly going through a hard time, and I think more than anything, she needs positivity, and she needs people there that supports her and loves her. I just don't think the negativity is gonna help. I thoroughly think that Chantel's a really good person, and I like her a lot. Why do you still have the green roses that wifey gave you? Why would I get rid of infinity roses, something that I have wanted for so long. I can't think of a single reason why I'd get rid of them. Like, I still have things that Becky got me. Just because we broke up doesn't mean that I'm just gonna throw it away. Do you agree that having basically unlimited money has allowed you to end up in the shape that you are? Most people can't afford restaurants and food delivery 3+ times a day. If you hadn't made it on YouTube, do you think you'd be healthier? So there's two questions going on here, and I want to say yes to the first one. 100%, I feel like having the money that I have had has made it so much easier to order takeout every single day and pretty much get whatever food I wanted, which in return made me gain weight. But do I think that I would be healthier if I never started YouTube? I honestly have no idea. Like, I reached 420 pounds at the age of 16, and I had no idea what YouTube was then. So YouTube definitely is not what made me fat. I've literally always been fat. Someone literally just told me to sit on the toilet and show y'all that I know how to wipe my butt. Y'all, what? Like, what? Okay. Have you forgiven your mother for the childhood she put you through? Yes, I have. And we've cried about it. She's apologized to me. Like, we've talked about it. It has just been a very healthy mother-daughter relationship in the last, like, I want to say like year and a half. It's so crazy that cancer, like my cancer diagnosis, like brought us together. It's almost like bittersweet, to be honest. Like, since you're in the 400s, are you going to get the piercing you said you wanted? Are you still going to get tattoos? Answer is abso-fucking-lutely I am. Opinions on health at every size movement. Honestly, I feel like I could make a whole ass video about this. I do not believe in health at every size, but don't get it twisted. I believe in beauty at every size. I believe that every single person, no matter what size you are, big or small, you can be beautiful. But I do not believe that every size is healthy. Okay, you guys, so I actually saw a lot of questions and there was so many I wanted to answer, but I don't want this to be too long. So I'm excited for the next Let's Talk next week. But the last question is, why won't you change your intro/outro? It's because I love it. I love it so much. Like, Trying Again, that song just like resonates with me because I feel like I'm constantly just trying. Every single day I wake up and I try again. And that goes for every aspect of my life, honestly. All right, you guys, I'm gonna go now. I hope you enjoy and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.